Deuce.
Deuce.
Welcome to the second episode of the Deuce, twice a week talk show sponsored by HPG, where we'll be running through the latest and greatest and lamest and funniest stuff going on in the world today. The show is called The Deuce for obvious fact. There's two of us, and this is twice a week. No other reasons at all. Today's Thursday, April 9th, and let's kick off this week's episode and get the promo out of the way with a promo product that you're using a lot more of and currently liking. Mike Simzak, what are you using?
I'm first. Okay. So using / also want to kind of push a little too. All right. So Firefly from Handstands. Looks simple, like a mason jar, but solar powered light built into it. I was charging it up in my backyard a little bit. Boom. Get a nice light there as well once it turns on. Can't really tell in the light, but whatever. Why do I like it? Because what you can do with all the people that aren't doing destination conferences, that President's Club trip to Cancun, fill this with some sand, some seashells, send it off, make it feel like they still kind of had a nice like getaway. Or you can fill it with like coffee, sweets, things like that as well for people that are stay at home. So it's a multifunctional piece here. Firefly from Handstands, Mike's pick of week 2 or episode 2.
Cool. I'm liking the lemonade pen from Hub. Shameless plug, I developed this pen. But I like it because it comes in 3 different flavors and it's perfect for summertime as we're getting ready for summer, I think, because it's now close to 55 degrees in the Bay Area here. But it's cool. It's just poppy, soft touch. It's just easy to write with. Lemonade pen. Smart guy.
You're kind of a lemonade snob. What's your favorite lemonade?
I love Lemonade, the restaurant. I am a personal fan of watermelon rosemary lemonade, which sounds like a weird combination. I just like everything rosemary. The guys in the office know that I'm the only one who eats the rosemary olive popcorn from Poppy. I just like rosemary.
Sounds super bougie.
You? It is bougie. It's great. I tried to actually replicate the flavor once and make it myself, and I just failed miserably. It's what they're good at, and I'm not good at. So let's talk about what you're wearing today. I busted out the Illinois State sweatshirt, which is Mike's alma mater, combined with the UC Davis hat today. Got dressed up for you. Sweatshirt's a vintage 2007 JanSport model from the old days, so I decided to bust it out of the closet for you.
Nice, man. Go Redbirds. Great times down there. I am going mentally and t-shirtly on vacation. Aloha from Montana. And we got a Bo Bridges hat of, I think, some beach in California. So
nice.
Looks mentally and aesthetically on vacation.
Looks like a Huntington Beach pier or something. Okay, so what's the best thing you saw on the web today or yesterday? What do you like?
All right, I mean, our bar is kind of low for the best, but the thing that piqued my interest was this small town in Wales has, everyone's on shutdown. That's for humans. This town has been kind of flooded with all of the local farms' goats. So there's herds and herds of goats all throughout this town, and funny pictures and videos of these goats just walking along the street, having a nice like little picnic and a graze in the church area. I mean, there's all over the town, flooding the town. So yes, that was funny and cute and unique and different because everybody's staying inside. I really wish if I looked out my window, I saw some awesome wildlife. Not the case. And then also made me think about this hilarious YouTube video that we'll share a link to maybe here or have some cool graphic here, whatever. With the screaming goats. Goats screaming like humans. YouTube it. You will be on the floor laughing. So that's mine, man. What do you got?
So Disney is obviously shut down all their parks, but I think what Disney is doing is super smart. So Disney actually leaked or put out, they didn't leak it, their recipe for their famous like park churros yesterday. We'll get the visual or link up here, probably of Jeff, our producer, eating some churros hopefully, but they've been shut down, so they're looking for ways to drive traffic to their site or just to keep people engaged. So they put out the recipe for churros. There's no better place to eat a churro than in a Disney theme park. I know Chris Anderson, our CEO, will highly agree with this. Also, I'm hoping next week they put out their world famous turkey leg recipe, because there's nothing like walking around with a churro in one hand and a turkey leg on the other hand, wait in line to go on Splash Mountain. So I'm going to try to replicate these and cook these. I don't have a deep fryer, which you don't actually need, but I might have to get my wife in to help figure out how to pipe the dough into a star tip bag, which I'm very unfamiliar with, but I think it's from cupcake decorating possibly. But kudos to Disney for putting out their recipe for how they make their park churros. Smart thing that they did, I think. So
yeah, man, I know you frequent the park a lot. How many could you throw down?
Churros?
How many churros? Fresh and how many could you throw down?
Probably 2.
What?
Yeah, dude, they're like this long.
Okay. Whatever you
because
can
I'm also taking into consideration that I will eat a turkey leg too. So if I was just eating churros in one day, I could probably eat at least 5 or 6.
Okay, that's the spirit. That's what I was after, man.
Yeah, but you can't forget about the turkey leg though.
Yeah,
all right, sports update. What's going on in sports? I'll kick this one off. So the NFL just announced, or Adam Scheffler, however you say his name, announced this, that the NFL draft is switching to a virtual concept for later this month, which I think is awesome, and it's perfect to tie into how everyone else is holding meetings and people are just getting updated. The part I don't like and that I'm a little confused about is I'm a big Raider fan, living here and growing up in the Bay Area. Our owner, Mark Davis, we for sure will get a graphic up of Mark Davis. If you're not familiar with Mark Davis is Al Davis's son. He's the owner of the Raiders. So all NFL executives and team owners will be Zoom conferencing in or virtually remote dialing in for the meetings. But I'm concerned with Mark Davis because he's got a Dumb and Dumber haircut, as you can tell here. He drives a minivan. He actually drives. There was a great ESPN article about a year or two ago. Mark Davis drives 3 hours down to Fresno to get his hair cut by the same barber who's been cutting his hair forever, which is a 3-hour drive from the Bay Area. But I'm most concerned about for the NFL draft is Mark Davis, based on driving the minivan, his 90s haircut. He's still running on dial-up internet, I think, from his house here in the Bay Area. So how are picks going to get called in for the Raiders for the NFL draft? Via his flip phone or via his dial-up internet? Being a Raider fan, it's going to work like every other Raiders draft, I think, over the last couple of years, and it's just not going to work. So I'm just concerned with Mark Davis calling in virtually for the NFL draft.
Yeah, you should be concerned and alarmed, man. That guy is not with the times by
biggest goofball.
The imagination.
Yeah. So
I don't have my own sports story, so I'm gonna trail off your sports story on some of the biggest draft busts of recent history. As many of you know, I'm a Chicago guy, Chicago Bears, and they put out a recent list of the 7 biggest draft busts. And don't worry, the Bears got 2 out of those 7. So we're really good at doing bad. So we got that locked down. I mean, who didn't want Deshaun Watson? We wanted Mitchell Trubisky to take us to the promised land. Who is that Watson guy? He probably busted himself. It was just on some other list.
Yeah, how's the Trubisky thing working out?
Yeah, to be determined, So that's all in sports. But to our favorite segment, children's book review. So, Jason, on the last episode, you said you had no idea why that book made any sense.
Peekahoo.
My wife watched the episode, and she connected the dots. All those things rhyme with who? Boo, zoo, moo, you. So I'm sorry this book is a little bit above you. So that's how the book makes sense and comes together, man. So, all right, what are you reading now?
Boo-hoo. I am currently reading The Wonderful Things You'll Be. So this author, Emily Winfield Martin, our daughter loves her books. She has written this. She's written Dream Animals as well, too. Great storyline. The illustrations are on point. It's like the hipster children's book with like really cool, like colorful illustrations. The storyline is all about like empowerment and encouraging kids to be whatever they want to be when they grow up. But I love this book. Our daughter has obviously ripped it, which is why Scotch tape is running down the front of the page. But Emily Winfield Martin, The Wonderful Things You'll Be, I highly encourage you to pick it up for $17.99 US or $21 Canadian. But just try to take better care of your book than we do over here in the Lukash household.
Yeah, man. The thing she'll be is she's gonna.
It's just gonna be a book terror. Yeah. What are you reading?
All right, in the Simzak household today, I'm showing you guys "Love You Forever." The only reason I really grabbed this book off the shelf is because of the copious amounts of toilet paper this guy is wasting right now. It's not the time to be wasting TP, young man.
And let's talk about that kid right now. Does he have like hairy armpits or is he just dirty?
I think he's just dirty and he got into stuff. And he's about to throw dad's watch down the toilet.
Because I was going to say that
look like a Rolex. It looks like a Timex.
The 2-year-old
hit
right there. Hit puberty pretty early to have hair under his armpits.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? But the story of the book, though, is basically circle of life. We take care of our young ones. Our young ones eventually do take care of us. And it's this, basically life and how your love can go on forever. So like love you forever. This one is $8.95 in US, $9.95 in Canada. So it's like budget-friendly book compared to Jason's house.
The most sentimental thing I've ever heard you say, too. Okay, so what are you watching right now on TV? What did you watch last night?
So I watched last night, nothing. My kid was screaming all day, all night. She had her own personal party. But I'm watching in the future, and I want to make a quick announcement that it's really cool that they're doing with the shutdown of South by Southwest is they're actually streaming. Amazon Prime is going to be streaming the South by Southwest Film Festival. So we'll link you guys up down here below, but pretty cool thing that they're going to be able to do. So everybody who couldn't get out to Austin, which is going to be great because you're going to get so many more eyes on these, small filmmakers projects. So South by Southwest Film Festival, definitely on my weekend watch list.
Yeah, I think it's super smart what South by is doing and what all the big media companies are doing right now too for theaters that were in, movie theater or movies that were in theaters, how they're releasing them early online or via streaming. I just think it's a smart move. And it's also, I think it's going to set the pace for how movies are actually going to be introduced in the future too. I think you'll see a lot more of stuff come straight into the streaming world versus box office as well too. So pretty interesting.
Yeah, without a doubt. What was on your screen?
So we just started Marvelous Mrs. Maisel season 3 on Amazon Prime. So we watched the first 2. Love Midge Maisel and her comedic journey through New York. She's played by Rachel Brosnahan. They've won countless Emmys with it, but we started season 3 where she goes on tour with Shai Baldwin, and they're going down to Miami in the episode we're watching. So Maisel season 3, I think it's like 8 episodes, so we'll probably finish it tomorrow because we binged late at night once our daughter goes to bed. So,
all right. So I did Google it because I do watch that show as well. What's your guess for height of Susie?
Susie Meyerson, she's probably 5'1", 5'2".
5 even.
5 feet.
5 feet.
I think Alex Bornstein's the actress. I don't know what else she's been in, but 5 feet.
She's a voice on Family Guy.
God, look how fat kids are getting.
Oh, is she? Oh.
Originally from Chicago.
Oh, okay. Shameless plug.
Whatever.
Feel-good story. So what's your feel-good story? Something interesting or something that you just liked?
So feel good. I mean, there's so much positive out there that we're trying to combat with all the negative. But the big one that really kind of struck a chord with me is, and it's been documented over and over and over again of how philanthropic Bill Gates is, and the biggest giver ever. And him and his wife and his foundation are in $100 million to help develop COVID-19 cure, not cures. What is it? Vaccines. Thank you. Thanks for chiming in. Vaccines. Up to 7 different vaccines. They're building factories and production lines and donating $100 million to try to get these things pumped out a little bit faster than the average company might be able to. So, I mean, major kudos to him to try to curve this and legit save lives. So that's definitely the big feel good one.
Yours is definitely more like heroism. Mine's just awesome. Big Matthew McConaughey fan. So Matthew McConaughey was definitely taking a page out of his Academy Award actor book, and his next big role was he was hosting bingo at the Enclave, which is an independent assisted living facility in Round Rock. McConaughey's obviously a big Austin, Texas guy, and someone probably connected him to, but he was the caller for all the bingo numbers last night. I think it was awesome that the senior living facility had virtual bingo via Zoom conference. Even McConaughey's wife, Camila, helped in. along with McConaughey's mom. But it was awesome. The video's going viral right now all over the web. If you want to see McConaughey drop a couple all rights, I highly encourage you to tune into the clip and watch what McConaughey was doing. So it was awesome.
Yeah, man. If bingo at old folks' home stops, the world is definitely over. So guys,
bingo. I got it, bingo.
Keep those numbers rolling, you know?
I'm surprised they got so many older residents to be able to adapt and use Zoom to do bingo, which is awesome too. So, and they were all playing cards on iPads, which is pretty awesome. So definitely around Texas.
You underestimate the elderly, my man.
Yeah, I know. I'm also just a big bingo fan. Anyways, anything else you want to add? Parting words of wisdom for today, Thursday?
No, just major thanks to HPG for sponsoring episode 2. They must have liked number 1 enough, so thanks for keeping us on. That's all I got, guys. Yeah,
I'd like to thank everyone for tuning into episode 1 and episode 2 now. We got a lot of texts on Tuesday, great response for it, so here's Thursday's episode for all of you guys. We'd like to thank, obviously, our sponsor, HPG, where we work as well, too. Our producer, Jeff, director Ben behind the scenes, and the rest of the team. Be sure to tune in next Tuesday, April 14th, for our 3rd episode. And be sure to subscribe below or above, wherever the button is. Jason, Mike, Deuces, we out.